Maybe when we realized that Sears wasn't offering any holiday commercials, that there were problems there, and that Macy's and all those crowded stores indicated there were no problems there. Deirdre Bolton on the latest that she's learning from retail land. Deirdre.
Yeah, so, Sears has been struggling for years. Hedge fund manager turned Sears chairman and CEO Eddie Lampert. He's been trying to turn this company around, but most analysts agree his changes, well, they just came too little too late. So Amazon, other digital retailers, they are so strong that these bricks and mortar stores can't make too many management mistakes. So this is what the stock is doing today. Eddie Lampert, listen, he did do a little experimenting, blending old and new. He allowed some brands to even be sold on Amazon, outright sold bigger brands like the Craftsman tool line to Stanley Black & Decker. That generated a little bit of cash. But even with those efforts, Sears sales down 45% in the past 4 years, debt load topping $4 billion, and the company is losing more than $1 billion annually. So as a result, more than 100 Sears and Kmart stores are going to close in March and April. The list of unprofitable stores, 39 Sears stores in 22 states, 64 Kmart sites in 29 states. So liquidation sales, maybe you can get some good deals. They're going to begin as soon as January 12th. They're going to be closing in all those stores, liquidating by the end of April. So Sears is not alone. Macy's also cutting jobs and closing stores at 5,000 job cuts at Macy's. Story department store is going to be closing 11 stores this year. Macy's has shut a total of 124 stores since 2015. Now, it is worth noting Macy's actually did have strong holiday sales. It raised its earnings guidance for the year. But if you look at the stock this morning so far, it has been mostly responding to those job cuts and store cuts. But for balance, here are some retail brands. You can see Apple, Costco, TJ Maxx. These are ones that are opening new stores in 2018. These guys are thriving. Sephora is another one. So it's just worth noting, Neil, there are a lot of retail analysts talking about the difference between spending and shopping. And their point is that we all spend maybe more digitally on Amazon, et cetera, but when you shop and you really want to go in, some of these stores are still actually seeing increased foot traffic, increased sales, because there's this whole kind of personal experience. So some are figuring out the new model of how to thrive.
I think that personal experience is way overrated, don't you?
I think with clothes, if you ask a lot of women, they still like to try things on in stores. I think so.
Well,
one anyway.
You don't need it for the processed meats and cheese. This is what I want.
It's a solid gift all around.
All right. Thank you very, very much, Deirdre. In the meantime,